And with us this hour from Capitol Hill, Republican Representative Mike Pence of Indiana. Congressman, good to see you. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Give me your thoughts, your impressions on this speech. It ran close to an hour, 55 minutes or so.
Right. Well, I certainly always welcome the presence of the President of the United States of America on the world stage. I think many of the themes the President touched on were laudable, but there were very troubling aspects of the speech as well. I think many millions of Americans cherish our strong support for the state of Israel, and there was a sense in here of moral equivalency between those who are driving for a Palestinian state and the state of Israel. I think first and foremost, the people of the United States stand with Israel.
Yeah.
I think we support a Middle East peace process so long as we begin to see Palestinians follow that historic roadmap, disarm terrorists within their midst, you know, those are things we haven't yet seen yet. So moral equivalency between those two causes from the President of the United States of America, I thought, was disappointing and was a disservice to our ally Israel.
Ed Rollins, a man you know well, was on American Morning, and he touched on those same aspects of the president's speech. I want you to hear his comments, and then I'll follow with a question for you.
Sure.
I think the key thing here that he has to worry about is that he clearly drew the line and set some standards that the Israelis may not go along with. He accepts that the past agreements, which they don't do at this point in time, that's going to be a big debate. He said they can have no settlements. That's a big debate. But I think to a young audience, it was hopeful. There's also a commitment of a lot of money here, rebuilding Pakistan and what have you, with a country here that's worried about jobs and worried about things here that I think domestically he'll have some problems.
Okay, Congressman Pence, do you believe that in asking for a real freeze to settlement activity in the West Bank, with no exceptions, the president is asking too much of Israel?
Well, I think so. I really do believe that, again, and when we welcomed the Prime Minister to Capitol Hill, we heard many of the Democrat leadership here on Capitol Hill focusing on settlements as well. You know, it seems to me we ought to be asking not our cherished ally Israel to make yet another concession, another step. Remember, they pulled out of Gaza, and then Hamas has taken all of that over completely, necessitating military action a number of months ago. You know, we need, and I think the President of the United States of America, standing strongly with our ally Israel, would have done well to, at least in the first instance, call on the Palestinians and their supporters across the Arab world to begin to see real concessions within the Palestinian movement, a real effort to defang Hamas, to disarm terrorists, focusing so strongly in the first instance on ending settlements, as Democrats did on Capitol Hill, as the President did in Cairo today. I think is putting the cart before the horse. Israel is our ally. America cherishes our relationship with Israel. We stand with her for her security, and we ought to have the President of the United States of America, I think, delivering a message that says, look, it's time for the Palestinian leadership to begin to act on that roadmap in a way that can foster the interest of peace in the region.
Congressman Pence, appreciate it. Thanks for your time today.
You bet.